Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Come one, come all. I got something special for y'all today, man. Something you might want to pay attention to. You know what I mean? For real. You motherfuckers ain't fit to be driving me motherfucking crazy no more with y'all's bullshit, bro. Some of y'all need to watch this shit too, man. Okay? Stop the black magic. Stop talking shit. And heal anger. Thank you. Oh my God. Yes, indeed. Back at it again. Another episode on the Kilo Q Show. It's gonna be very, very fucking amazing as usual. You know, all that. And I have a subject today that I happen to know a lot about. And what would that be? Anger. But I'm not just gonna sit on the camera and talk a whole bunch of shit. Like I could do. Okay, but I'm also going to teach about healing anger, which if it's one thing that I've dealt with in my life, it's been some anger. Oh, shit. Yeah. I got a special guest, that's coming on this one, too. He knows a lot. But I have a very special guest. And he knows a lot about anger. A whole lot. You know. But definitely gonna get into some serious stuff too, man. You know what I mean? And yeah. You might be taking notice of some things. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you fucking do it. You better fucking not try it. Oh, I swear to God. Okay. This shit here is a trip, man. But yeah, for a long time, man, you know, I dealt with this shit. And actually, I've came a really long way. You know what I mean? People might not want to admit that, but that's true. I came a fucking long way, bro. I've came a long long way. I still have a long way to go. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, this is gonna be something special. Every time I do something, man, pretty much, like I say, it's gonna be real special, man. You know what I mean? Cause yeah, all jokes aside, I do what I help. Everybody. You know what I mean? And all jokes aside, spirit actually, okay, you get instructions from spirit by what they call synchronicities, and basically that's like I guess you could say weird coincidences would be a good way to describe synchronicities. Like you could see certain kind of like billboards. This stuff's more intense for me. Certain patterns of numbers, or just like this like the feather that's flying around that I just caught in my hand, caught it. But yeah, actually, there was some prayers I did and things I was pondering on and asking, and then I got the answer. And that's where this video right here. That's why this is where this video came from, and it gave me the things something that I needed to actually, do for me. You know what I mean? And so that's what this is about. So we'll talk about the liver and anger and healing anger and the things of that nature. And actually there were some things I wanted to improve in every area of my life, and so I went on ahead. It's like spirit brought the answer, and it's removing blockages in the liver, the wood element, as in traditional Chinese medicine. All right, so but traditional Chinese medicine, like if y'all don't know what that is, basically it's a system of medicine that was developed, I think it was 5,000 years ago. It's very, very, very effective. Very effective. And your liver has to do with the wood element. You know what I mean? The wood element has to do with anger, sight, what else? Certain factors of like testosterone, estrogen, balance. What else? Just like a couple of things, man. It's real is real important. And whenever you have blockages in your liver, you'll have, problems with like your tendons or, stuff like that. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's serious, man. A lot of people but like people who alcoholics or whatever, that's why a lot of times they real angry. They have a lot of problems with their liver. And actually I believe it's the hormone. It's a certain male hormone balance that in the liver that when you have blockages, it messes with things. And I've dealt with a lot of this stuff, bro. You know what I mean? I'm just like, man, look, I did a lot better. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've hit people with skateboards. I've fought people at church. A lot of shit, bro. You know what I mean? I had like big, huge, gigantic Royal Rumble fights, and I'm talking about like the big riot style fights. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to admit it. Unfortunately, I enjoyed those. I ain't gonna lie. I really did, man. Yeah, I'm telling you. There was a time when there was a time in my life where there was like no filter, bro. I mean, motherfuckers used to be like, motherfuckers used to be like, shit, like whenever I'd work like offshore or shit like that, motherfuckers be like, man, Q better not. They'll be like, people will be talking about it, they'll be like, man, Q got an anger problem. And then they'll be like, man, he better not bring that shit over here on this ball. But in my own defense, I always tried to, do the best I could with people. And a lot of times, what people didn't say is the shit that they'll do to make me trip out. You know what I mean? I'll take responsibility for mine, but shit, there was a lot of times where I thought I really feel like I should have tripped more. Like when these motherfuckers put me, that I was on a work assignment offshore, and the fucking boss of the shit on the boat, this motherfucker was some kind of high-ranking. I think he might have been like one of the top. I think he might have been the top of the Ku Klux Klan of Kentucky. And they put my 20-year-old ass on the boat with him. That shit didn't work. I don't know. Oh man, and the thing there wasn't no way that shit was gonna work, and it did. And the thing that used to make he was an asshole. He had an anger problem bigger than anybody that I've ever motherfucking met with his racist ass. I used to see this motherfucker do shit so crazy. And the reason me and him would get into it so hard is because whenever he would start like flipping out, because he looked like Gandalf the Wizard, but like a fucking inbred fucking weird. I'm telling you, he looked like Gandalf the Wizard. He was an ugly, mean motherfucker, right? And he used to just flip out, like literally. This motherfucker would wake up in the morning and flip the fuck out on everybody. And I just couldn't hold the laughter in. And but yeah, his old Colonel Sanders Kentucky Fried Chicken looking ass motherfucker, he'll wake up and he'll just start flipping out like about nothing. Like he'll go in the freezer. He would go to the freezer for no reason. It'll be 5 o'clock in the morning. He barges into the galley, goes in the freezer, and just starts throwing frozen shit around everywhere. And then the thing that made it so bad is every time he would flip out, I couldn't hold the laughter in, man. I just couldn't. I mean, there was a time or two where we got at it and it was serious, but and so every time that I would laugh at him, he would really get upset. You know what I mean? And so it just wasn't pretty, bro. I mean, But I couldn't stop laughing, and the more he would flip out, the more I would laugh. It was like on Full Metal Jacket, you know, when old boy, his name Joe, I think they were joking, you know what I mean? You know, the dude, he was, yeah, son, you gotta pay me, no, do you think I'm funny? No, son, no. He would get so pissed. That motherfucker he needed help. He needed some help. You know, all bullshit aside, he used to do some he was a really evil, in my opinion. This Kentucky Fried Chicken looking Colonel Sanders looking motherfucker, got come on the boat with fucking slave books telling people, getting the black people saying they gotta read them. All right, he ain't bring that shit to me. He brought that shit to this motherfucker. He knew who to bring that shit to. Yeah, you would have brought that shit to me. Shit. Beat his ass to death with that book. Bitch, you read the book. Fuck, bro. Oh, man. What else was real funny? Like, yeah, bro, it's like, here's another thing. Like, I would be serious. It's like, motherfuckers just used to see, like, my size or whatever, or think that I'm some fake motherfucker or whatever. But this is what a fake motherfucker, in my mind, I believed I was everything. I believed I was what I said I was. I really did. You know? But I don't want to get too off track. So what we gonna do is, I know y'all remember the movie Anger Management with Adam Sandler. It was one of my favorite all-time movies. You know what I mean? Oh, and so we're gonna talk a little bit. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get into the techniques about how to heal your liver. And I'm putting prayers in here for you right now and frequency. You know, I like doing that. I like this stuff. I really do. You know, be glad when I can reach more people. But this is what we're gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna show you one of my favorite clips from Anger Management, and then we're going to go ahead and get into everything else. And then, well, actually, y'all gonna get to see my special guest. I'm bringing it on.
So sorry I'm late.
I hope you have the catalog. My presentation's in 2 hours. And what the hell is this? Your fat shit cat's been sitting on my couch all day.
Oh, don't worry about him. Here you go. I think you're gonna like it. It's good stuff. That's a good picture, I think.
What the hell is this?
Well, you keep telling everybody you came up with a Husky Cat clothing line. I thought you'd want your picture in there, no?
Frank, question. Can I get 2 couches in my office? Because if I have friends come over, I want them to feel comfortable.
What office?
Frank was nice enough to give me some sort of creative executive position.
You gave him the job that I wanted?
He earned it.
Why can't you be happy for me? Linda's gonna be.
You know something? I'm sick of you hanging out with Linda. She dumped you 15 years ago. Get over it.
Hey, I wouldn't worry about me. It's your old pal Buddy who's taking her to the Yankee game tonight.
Did he steal my proposal idea?
Bosnick, your behavior is unacceptable.
Unacceptable? I've been getting your coffee and doing your work for 5 years now. And when a good position actually opens up, you give it to the biggest dick in the world?
I don't know about the biggest in the world, but it's definitely the biggest one in the room.
Now, when I started here, I was promised advancement opportunities. And breaking that promise, to me, is unacceptable. You see? I golf also. You should bring me sometime. So, when I get out of jail, sometime in the next 2 to 5 years, I expect you to do the right thing and give me the position that Andrew just resigned from.
Okay.
Great. Have fun looking like Colonel Klink. Oh! By the way, his name is not Fat Shit Cat, it's Meatball. And he's eating your crab cakes right now.
Well, oh shit. Damn. You probably wondering what's going on with his skin. You gonna find out here pretty soon. You gonna get it in a second. It's a lot of people. What they'll do is, you know, whenever they have people who they try to keep you in. This is something that people will always try to do with me. You know what I mean? They try and press my buttons intentionally. You know what I mean? But do it in a safe way where they safe. They don't, because that's what people will do. Because when you're on certain, like I said, every emotion, has a frequency, and healthy anger is good. You know what I mean? So, because they got some shit you should be mad about. You see what I'm saying? And like I have so many situations. I'm not gonna get into all of them. You know what I mean? But a lot of the things that have happened, I have had righteous anger for them. Now there are some things that I've had unrighteous anger towards, like too much. And you don't never want to just stay in that state longer than you have to. You see what I'm saying? But because it can be real hard on your liver and like your well-being. But you should stand up for yourself. You know what I mean? The first time I beat a bully's ass was literally the most. But the first time I beat a bully's ass, it was one of the most like liberating experiences of my life. He was a lot bigger than me. It was his time, and that just unlocked the floodgates. You understand what I'm saying? You should stand up for yourself. There's things to have righteous anger about. If you have people always plagiarizing your shit, but don't hit the like button, that should be something you could be righteously mad about. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna get into details, of course, but they'll have situations where if you know that some people conspire to do something to you, out of the hatred that's in the heart, and so they wanted to you did something real good, like let's say make a documentary. You sent it to these people to watch, right? And then they didn't say anything about the documentary, but all of a sudden have all this drama and shit, and didn't say shit about that, but bring it up all shit with drama, and then you the crazy one. I was the crazy one. Whatever. That's righteous anger, especially if these are people who profess to love you and have your best interests at heart. But everybody doesn't, bro.
Because everybody don't have your best interests at heart in this world sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't stand up for your motherfucking self, then who the fuck gonna stand up for you? You know what I'm saying? Don't let them motherfucking gaslight you. You know what the fuck you seen. You know what the fuck they did. They know what the fuck they did. See what I'm saying? Motherfuckers know where I'm at. Okay? That's what you gotta do sometimes. You use that shit. You use that shit for fuel. You see what I'm saying? Use that shit for motherfucking fuel. You bitch ass niggas don't wanna help. You always wanna help. Fuck you, I don't need you to help. But do the shit regardless. Fuck you. And everybody who hate me. I transmute my shit. You know what I mean? And whenever you got stuff like this going on, you know what I mean? You got the right to be mad sometimes. But at the same time, you don't want to stay in it because it can fuck things up. You know what I'm saying? But it's something. It's like whenever one of my spiritual masters, he taught us that whenever there's a problem or argument, right, and somebody's bringing the fire element to you, like the rage, the anger, the yelling, you know what I mean? If you bring the fire element back, it's gonna burn some shit up. It's gonna burn it up. Right?
True. Yeah. Calm down now. Calming down. But yeah, what he was saying is that if you bring the fire element back, that what it'll do is everything will burn up. It'll get worse. You know what I mean? And then whenever you yell at people and shit and get real mad, what was taught is that you can actually give some of your virtue away to the person you are yelling at. You know what I mean? And so with me, my life and my journey, you know what I'm saying? I learned a lot. I struggle with things, you know what I'm saying? And I always am trying to be a better man. You know what I mean? But they have some situations where it's righteous that I was angry. You know what I mean? Because sometimes that's what you got it. And it's like also, you know what I mean? I'm one of them people that, like, I'm already real fiery and things like that. You know what I mean? So I don't respond good to whenever if somebody, I've been working on this, man. I swear I really am. Been working on it today, go work on it more literally. But, yeah, I'm already really fiery. And so when somebody comes at me, like trying to like correct, like, but it's a certain way of correcting. So like when somebody bring the fire, I do not respond good to that shit. If somebody can bring that shit to me, and like, them shit gonna burn up. We gonna burn this bitch down. It's gonna burn down. It is. Burn down. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, but like, they have how they have like certain people on the internet to where it's like there'll be like motivational speakers or like fitness people, and like their style is to like get on people's ass and talk shit to them. And I'm not saying that shit it doesn't have a place or whatever, or it's, I mean, because I even like some of these people's work and respect their grind and glad that they had the success. But they have things where people, they'll talk shit to you as your motivational speech. Like, literally. Like, like Wes Watson. Not hating on the dude and then like, I'm just, so don't, not what I'm doing. Hey, what I'm doing. You know what I mean? But, so, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And so ultimately, and that stuff is popular. Me, I don't respond good to that kind of, I'm just saying I don't respond good to it. But there's still a lot of stuff that I've listened to from those people still, because I'll do that. But as you can see, you get my point. How much of that stuff is popular when people do? How much negative stuff is popular? It's almost to the point to where it's like toxicity. It's trendy. It is. It is. So you like it. I love it. So when somebody else does it, or when I do it, it's a problem. All jokes and all that shit aside, man, I've came a long way and still gotta come a long way. Because there's many times where, I would hear stuff that some people say on a video when, they'll be talking to me actually, and I haven't responded to a lot of it. Or I handled it really good, even though I really didn't like how the person came at me. Because like I said, I'm one of those people, it's like, man, I don't respond good to like, if you go tell me about how I shouldn't be mad, but you tell me in a mad way, yeah, man, it's gonna be a motherfucking forest fire. This bitch burning down right now. This bitch might be burning around like burning now. I'm telling you, man, But at the same time, shit, I gotten a whole lot better. But I actually, man, definitely, man, I learned a whole lot of things, because they've asked, sometimes you got to transmute and use some of that stuff for something positive. You know what I mean? Use it for something positive if you can. You know what I mean? That would be, what's up, man? That would be the best thing to do, if at all possible. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, stand up for yourself, man, when you when you feel you need to, you know what I mean? 'Cause I've had to do that. you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to come back, you know. I shouldn't have went off like that. You know what I mean? Just sometimes I get a little upset. Kilo, he been helping me a whole lot, you know. But shit, as you know, sometimes I just want to smash shit. I really do want to smash a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Shit. A lot of people don't understand the whole reason Kilo is like that. You see what I'm saying? Cause just like in the movie, you know, anger management. You know, they had that kind of anger where, you would hold the anger in and people would fuck with you and fuck with you and fuck with you. You know, you hold it in, and then one day, when it comes out. But one day when it comes out, it comes out, you know, really just in an unhealthy way. And I done came a long way and he done came a long way, you know what I mean? And if I haven't got shit, because Kilo done had to go to anger management class. See what I'm saying? And all that. But nah, we've been both doing pretty good. Real good. People all day long a lot of times. You know, try to get on our nerves. You know what I mean? And things been getting a whole lot better. Good people finally coming into our lives. Real, you know, real friends. Things are improving. You know, all that. You know what I mean? But just like in the movie, you know, that people would fuck with him and 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 then that anger come out like some post office shit. You see what I'm saying? Really. You know. But a whole lot of healings happen. You see what I'm saying? And that's why, even at this point, this is Q's. The solar Q's ain't talking to you right now. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, people will try to use your anger against you. See what I'm saying? And so that's why it's good to train that muscle. And I've had to train it. You know what I mean? But there's time with a Hulk, he gonna smash shit. Some of you motherfucking people need to be smashed. Okay? Some people need to be scared. And what a lot of people don't know about you know what I mean? He gives people a lot of chances, you know what I'm saying? A lot. And they'll be having people, they'll be thinking they're getting by or whatever, and he'll sit there and he'll try to deal with it, and try to deal with it, and try to deal with it, and try to put it off. And then one day it'll just come the day where they just push too much, and then he'll go off. You know what I mean? And I'm always gonna stand up for myself, because when I was younger, and the times that I didn't, you know, so stand up for yourself when, you know what I mean, you feel like it's necessary. Because if you hold that anger in to, you know, and don't express it, man, look, telling you, yeah, it come out messed up, you know. What we're learning is always good to try to confirm and make sure that a certain thing happened, you know what I mean, before you do something drastic. Try and make sure, you know what I mean, that's something we learn. That's a good tool. Like, just don't assume, you know what I mean, because there's times we have done that. You see what I'm saying? You can channel that anger into something positive, you know. Like, shit, you can go Hulk. A bitch a pussy, smash that shit. Shit, matter of fact, I didn't even realize they had a She-Hulk. But I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Smash that shit. So, matter of fact, we're about to see something tonight. So if you don't want to see something a little explicit, then I'm about to censor it, bitches.
Biz, we talked about this.
Yes, but the door was open, so I assumed that Captain Rogers wished to know when Mr. Stark was arriving.
Thank you. I'll be right down.
I'll use the door. Oh, and apparently he's brought a guest.
We know who it is?
The Secretary of State.
New York.
This shit is a
We gotta move.
You're not gonna turn green?
I've got a compelling reason not to lose my cool.
I adore you. But I need the other guy. Let's finish the job.
This shit is fucking a trip, man. This is fucking pure genius, bro.
Compromise, reassurance. That's how the world works. Talk it over.
And if we come to a decision you don't like?
Then you retire.
That shit crazy. She got a little bit too much muscle on her, but I can work with her. She don't need to have a lot of motherfucking muscle with you. Hell me. See what I'm saying? She better not make me mad when I'm in that pussy. It's gonna be some problems. All bullshit aside, whenever we get into the practices, I'm gonna put it like in a different way to try to make them sacred, but because, you know, some of this stuff is, I'm gonna actually make an extended version that people can pay like $5 for the like sacred stuff, because I don't want to, you know, mix some of that stuff with it. But they're just the regular enemy cool to be on here, and that's for the free. But if you pay $5 to get the other stuff, you will get a special blessing. Like really, like, you know, it's like some for real, like God source energy channeled through certain things, certain souls. You know, give you the practice for your liver, give you the Dow hands blessing, the divine tribe, you know, but that's gonna be in the extended. Kilo, he's gonna be able to do that one for you. But as you can see, I'm talking calm to you. I'm not smashing anything right now. Even though I should be kicking some people's fucking teeth in. But I'm having a great day. Was real happy to wake up this morning. And was like excited to get off. That shit had tripped me out. I was having goosebumps thinking about it. Damn, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I've been coming. Well, doing pretty good. Maybe we can get all the way back down to, you know, the kilo level. But yeah, man, that's what we're gonna do with that. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. The color to work with, you know, green light. Well, gold light too, but green light, it would be various. The frequency and vibrations of certain things reinforce certain things in a good way or a bad way. If your liver is out of balance, you know, a lot of your hormone systems, it's not going to be working good. Your eyes going to look crazy. You might have circles under your eyes. You'll be real angry. Yeah, man. So that's what we're going to do. You know what I mean? go ahead, man. Let me show you this clip real quick. This gonna have you. It's gonna have you laughing, man. Teach you some more stuff about the liver, and then we'll get into the rest of this, man. You know what I mean? But some people did. But some people, they need to be, like I said, they need to be scared, because when they're not scared, they do bully shit. You know what I mean? And fuck with people, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta be careful.
Hello?
Dave, it's me, Chuck.
Who's Chuck?
Your anger ally. I'm in a mood, Dave. A bad mood. A very bad mood. I was fired from my ice cream truck job today. No more fudgicles.
What's an anger ally?
Who's that? She making fun of me?
No, that's my girlfriend.
You tell her to put her sock in it. All right, because I need to talk to you right now.
We're a little bit busy right now, Chuck.
Are you busy? We're all busy. Okay. You come down here before a black wolf swallows my brain.
After I got kicked out of the army, I went through a real bad time. Hookers, booze, shooting holes in the ceiling, screaming myself to sleep. Finally, my parents said I had to move out.
So I'm guessing that's when you decided to shack up with your aunt?
Don't get cute, wise ass. But yes. Hey, what with the watch, huh? Am I boring you?
No. We ordered the drinks 15 minutes ago, and I kind of got to get back.
Miss, excuse me, miss. Is this slow and stupid waitress day?
I'm sorry. I'll be right with you.
Damn, man. Reminds me of these chicks back in the war. Would give you the old licky, then fry your banana.
Is that all?
I have seen some shit, man. I kid you not. I have seen some shit. Wake up to the sound of kids screaming. Explosions everywhere. Never know when your number's up.
Oof, Vietnam, huh?
Grenada, man.
Grenada? Wasn't that like 12 hours long?
Did you see that?
See what?
That guy, he just gave me a look.
Exactly? He didn't give you a look.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I heard him mutter some kind of anti-Semitic remark.
Well, are you Jewish?
I could be, but no. Half Irish, half Italian, half Mexican. Let's go over there and give those guys some sauce.
Oh, the guy on the left is blind, Chuck.
I hear. He's yours.
No, that's not what I was trying to say.
Hey, what's the matter? You got something against guys with hair? What's going on?
Welcome back, Mr. Busnick.
It's okay. I'm not here to trip. I'm talking normal. It's gonna be okay. I can do this, okay? But yeah, with the liver, to help heal the liver, green light, color green. This isn't just me saying this, okay? This is traditional Chinese medicine. People do this 5,000 years ago, okay? And they had and it's the real deal. And I had this was a time in my life where I was developing, but there's times through my development where like certain things need to be conquered or dealt with and learned, and at this time I definitely was dealing with a heavy dose of just trying to transmute, anger, you know what I mean? And was drinking, alcohol. Not saying I was an alcoholic, but drinking hard alcohol, man, is just, if you doing it like, not just on the weekend, like I would drink, you know what I mean? And shit, and the thing about it, that hard alcohol, man, you gotta really watch that stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah, I had I was doing the mixed martial arts and all that stuff, but I had a tendon I developed a bad tendon injury, and then it felt bad, you know what I mean? And I'm telling you, the reason I know this stuff works is most of it I've used it, because I literally used one of these techniques for my spiritual father with the liver to heal one of my tendons. And whenever I was whenever I did the spiritual work and I healed it, I literally did my celebration for healing it was it was in cold weather. I ran outside and ran a couple miles, like in the cold. You know what I mean? With some weights. And so if you're doing like real heavy like exercise and training and all that, and then you're drinking a whole lot and then you're drinking, you know, it don't even have to be a whole lot. It all depends on the person, you know. Now it's to the point to where I don't hardly ever, I mean, as far as, it just stopped being appealing. Now sometimes, you know, I drink a little bit, you know what I mean? But for the most part, yeah, man, you know, I just use it for offerings to my ancestors or whatever. But yeah, so I mean, it was to the point to where it was really hurt, and I healed it with these techniques through healing the liver with some of the stuff that I'm gonna give you. And now the stuff you got to pay for is gonna be the strong stuff, but I'll give you something else that I can. But yeah, and just know, I ain't out here motherfucking lacking. I'm telling you, put something on your ass. Don't even play no games with me like that. I ain't lacking in this motherfucker, you understand? Hell yeah, you know. Kilo be wanting peace, but sometimes people just don't want to have it. But people gotta understand, if you've never had anybody trying to literally murder you, you know what I mean, then you really don't know how it feels. You know what I mean? And if you've never had people try to, I mean, I'm serious, like the real stuff though. You know, like I've had, you know. You really gotta think about that, but I appreciate everybody that listened. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and let Kilo take it from here. You know, as you can see, I'm improving and all that. You know, I appreciate everybody who supports us, man, and I really do appreciate all the good people, man, who wish well and help me out and you know, all that, you know what I mean? I really do. So we're gonna go ahead, man, and let Kilo get into it.
All right, now let's get down to business. Okay, now this right here, this is the free practice. Now the free practice is still very, very effective. Very effective. Now, I'm suggesting you do 30 minutes each time. And remember, consistency is the key. Consistency. You can't do this one time for 5 minutes and then think that you're going to cure cirrhosis of the liver. Okay, it takes consistency. But if you get the paid version, I will be using a holy item from my spiritual master, okay, that has a direct link to God's source energy. Very, very, very powerful. I suggest you send $5 to the Cash App, and I can give you the video with the advanced techniques in it. I will also use my own healing transmissions that have been transmitted to me from my spiritual master to add to the healing of your liver, and so you can be like me and work on your anger, work on your liver, you know, and all that, you know. So yeah, that video is going to be separate because it's a really sacred, it's a really sacred, you know, practice and all that. So I'm trying to kind of keep it more sacred, you know what I mean? You know, even though I know people like to laugh and everything, but it's like very sacred. There's very sacred, you know, beings that work with this heavenly beings, you know. And so, yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. So what you're gonna need to do, you're gonna need to put your right hand over your liver and put your left hand under your lower abdomen. That's gonna connect you to your main reservoir of energy, lower down 10. Okay, just trust me. Just all you gotta do is just do it. Okay, and so you're gonna be breathing into the liver. All right, in and out. Okay, while you're gonna be envisioning green light shining, okay? And even say a prayer to the divine to ask that your liver be healed and that your anger be balanced out, okay? And I mean, if you have if you have problems with your tendons, doing it like I'm saying will heal the tendons, okay? It will heal your whole wood element. This stuff works, man, okay? And so we're going to go ahead and get started, but I highly suggest that you buy the advanced version. It's going to be something serious. And I mean, I should be asking for $500 instead of $5. There's going to be time where the prices will jump up, okay? Because the stuff is worth the money. Actually, it's worth a whole lot more than that, man. This is serious, okay? Now you're going to be envisioning green light, and then sometimes you make it gold or rainbow, okay? And like I said, do it for 30 minutes. Of course, this video it is going to be 30 minutes, so you're going to have to put it on a loop on YouTube or something like that, And man, don't be an idiot. Try this stuff. But anyway, all right, let's get started. Okay, after you have made the prayer, whenever you breathe into the liver, picture green light emanating from your liver. Breathe really deep, okay? And on the exhale, picture your whole body filled with the golden light and or rainbow light. On the exhale, the whole body. Whenever you breathe in, green light is shining in the liver, shining bright. Whenever you breathe out, your whole body is filled with gold light and rainbow light. You can alternate, okay? So there you go.